So students, in yesterday's class we have seen the conditions for consistency and condition for inconsistency. In comparing the ratios of A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, can say whether the lines are intersecting or whether they are coincident or whether they are parallel to each other. So today in this video, let us continue with some examples and also we'll solve exercise 3.2. Some problems. See, this is the example number 5 of the textbook. It is given that graphically find whether the following pair of equation has no solution, unique solution or infinitely many solutions. See, we have seen the conditions. If the ratio A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, the lines will be intersecting. Then if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, lines will be coincident. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, the lines will be parallel to each other. These three conditions we have seen. Then if they are intersecting, they have one unique solution. If they are coincident, they have many solutions, infinitely many solutions. And if they are parallel to each other, we have seen that they have no solution. Intersecting lines, they have one unique solution. Coincident lines have many solutions, infinitely many solutions. Then parallel lines have no solution. If a set of pair has equation, whether it is a set of pair of equations, whether it has one unique solution or many infinitely many solutions, we say that these pair of equations will be consistent, and which the set of pair of equation which has no solution is said to be inconsistent. Now let us solve this example and we'll see by whether these two pair of equations are consistent or inconsistent, or whether they have no solution, unique solution or infinitely many solutions. See, this is 5x plus minus 8y plus 1 is equal to 0 is one equation. 3x minus 24 by 5 plus 3 by 5 is equal to 0 is the other equation. Then if we solve these two equations, or if you compare the ratios, then see, A1 is 5, B1 is minus 8, C1 is 1, A2 is 3, B2 is 24 by 5, that is minus, C2 is 3 by 5. Now let us see which condition they will satisfy. A1 by A2 will calculate, it will be 5 by 3. B1 by B2 will calculate, it will be minus 8 by minus 24 by 5. Then this will be minus 8. This 5 goes to numerator, this is minus 24. Then this will be minus get cancel. This is 8 ones are 8 threes are. This ratio is also equal to 5 by 3. Then if we calculate C1 by C2, this is 1 divided by 3 by 5, which is equal to, again this will be 5 goes to numerator, this is again 5 by 3. Okay, a1 by a2 is 5 by 3, b1 by b2 is 5 by 3, c1 by c2 is 5 by 3. Therefore a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So this is satisfying the condition for coincident lines. Therefore these lines are coincident lines. And how many solutions they have? They have infinitely many solutions. Only you have to decide whether they are having unique solution, infinitely many solution, or they are having no solution. By comparing the ratio, what we see is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Therefore we say that these lines are coincident lines and they have infinite solutions. You can also see, suppose for example, if the lines are like this, see 5x minus 8y plus 1 is equal to 0, 3x minus 24 by 5y plus 3 by 5 is equal to 0. This is one equation. This one, how the coincident lines will be? Suppose if the lines are like this, one line I will write this, x plus 2y is equal to 18. In the example number 3 we have studied in the second class in the graphical representation. X plus 2y, let me take it as 9, first equation. This will be 2x plus 4y is equal to 18. This is second equation. See again, a1 by a2 is 1 by 2, b1 by b2 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, c1 by c2 9 by 18 is again 1 by 2. This is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. These lines are coincident lines. Coincident lines, how they will be? Suppose if you have equation 1, x plus 2y is equal to 18. If you multiply equation 1 by 2, then what we'll get is 2x plus this will be 4y is equal to, this is 2 into 9 will be 18. This is nothing but equation number 2. That means one equation can be derived from other equation. Or if you divide equation by 2 also, we will get equation 1. If you multiply equation 1 by 2, you will get equation 2. That means on multiplying any equation or dividing one equation by a number, we can get other equation. Then we say that one equation can be derived from another equation. See how a equation 2 I have derived? By multiplying equation 1 by 2, I derived equation number 2. They will be in that form also, or you can compare the ratio also. See, if you multiply, here you should get 5x. If I multiply equation 2 by 5 by 3, 5 by 3 into 3 cancel, it will be 5x minus, this is 5 by 3 into 24 by 5, 24 by 5, this 5 cancel, 3 1s are 3 8s are, again it will be equal to how much? This is 8y. Then if you multiply this 3 by 5 by 5 by 3, 3 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 3, it will give 1 is equal to, this is nothing but equation 1. How I have derived equation 1? By multiplying equation 2 by 5 by 3. One equation can be derived from the other equation, and always coincident lines will follow this condition, will satisfy this condition. It will be A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. We have decided that these lines are coincident and they have infinitely many solutions. Okay. See this problem. This example of the textbook. See, we'll solve this. We'll try to solve this. Champa went to a sale to purchase some pants and skirts. When her friends asked her how many of each she bought, she answered logically. What answer she has given, from that we have to form two equations. See, let us say, let number of pants she bought is X. And again, let the number of skirts she purchased is Y. What answer she is giving, you see, number of skirts is 2 less than twice the number of pants she purchased. Number of skirts, that means Y, is equal to 2 less than twice the number of pants. Twice the number of pants, how much it is? 2x. Number of skirts is 2 less than twice the number of pants. Twice the number of pants is 2x. Number of skirts is equal to 2 less than this. That means we have to minus. That is minus 2. This is twice the number of pants. Number of skirts is equal to 2 less than twice the number of pants. This is one equation. Also, the number of skirts is equal to 4 less than 4 times the pants. 4 times the pants on the 4x. It will be minus 4. 4 less than 4 times the number of skirts. 4 times the number of pants. This will be the second equation. Then, using these two equations, now we can form the tables, set of equations. This will be X, this will be Y. Now if I take X is equal to 0 here, for equation 1 I am ready. X is 0, Y will be minus 2. If I put X is equal to 2, X is equal to 2 here. Like 1 also you can take. X is equal to 2. Then this is 2 into 2 minus 2. Y will be 2. If I put X is equal to 3 here. So X is equal to 3. Then 2 into 3, 6. 6 minus 2 will be 4. X is equal to 3. Y is equal to 4. This is another one table. This is for first equation. For the second equation, what we'll do? Again we'll make one more table for the second equation. This is X, this is Y. 3 sets of equation we can take, or if you put X is equal to 0, then what will be Y? This is 0, Y is equal to minus 4. If you put Y is equal to 0, then 4x minus 4, Y is equal to 0 means 4x minus 4 will be equal to 0. That means 4x is equal to 4, which implies x is equal to 1. See, y is equal to 0, x will be 1. Or x equal to 1, this is 4 into 4 minus 4. 4 into 1 minus 4, y will be 0. If I take x is equal to 2, This is 4 into 2, 8. 8 minus 4, y will be 4. Two sets of equations we have selected. Then you can draw the graph for this. How to draw the graph? We practiced it so many times. This will be x, this will be y, this will be x, this is x, this is y. We'll take number of skirts this side, number of pants this side. Then this will be again 0, 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This side it will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 like this. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 like this. Okay, is it visible clearly? Then if you draw the lines, points you see, first pointer, first equation, first point, 0, minus 2, x is 0, y is minus 2. This is next 2, 2, this will be here. Next 3, 4, x is 3, y is 4 like this. Then what will be the another line? 0, minus 4. Next x1, this will be another line. First line, let me draw it. Second line is 0, minus 4. Next will be 1, 0. Next 2, 4. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. Here we can do. Then if I join all these three lines, 3 points, I will get a line like this. That means at this point, 2 lines are intersecting. What is this point? This point is 1, 0. 1, 0. That means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. It is the unique solution. Intersecting lines. What will be the value of x? X is 1, y is 0. You can verify this also. See, what is this? 1 you can take, y 0, x is 1. See? Y is equal to 4x minus 4, which implies this LHS, you can, RHS you can take, you can prove it. Y is equal to 0. This will be 0. This is 4 into 1 minus 4, which is also equal to 0. LHS is equal to RHS. Then this set of values will be unique solution for this given pair of equations. Therefore, we say that number of pants she purchased will be 1, and how many skirts she purchased? 0. That means she did not purchase skirts, she purchased only 1 pant. Okay, this is the solution. One second, you can observe the graph also. These are the intersecting lines, intersecting at 1, 0. Can write scale also. X-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, we can take 1 x-axis what we have taken, number of pants, 1 pant. Y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 skirt. Intersecting lines we got. So only one pant she purchased, and how many skirts she purchased is 0. Followed this?